Hello, amazing crew. How is everybody today? I hope you're doing really well. And those of you that are joining me live, thank you for adjusting to my live, which is 30 minutes earlier than I normally go live. Those of you that are catching the replay, it's none the wiser, but welcome to the replay. So today I want to have a chat to you about the cold, hard truths about being successful online. So there's some things that I want to share with you regarding that. And, sometimes I do share with you guys that we need to strip it back and get back to some basics and really hone in on those and be really good at those things to learn how to truly attract people to you on social media, to truly make, great connections and things like that. So that's what today is all about. And you may see that up above in the description, I'm going deep on this particular topic. So I'm kind of giving it a bit away a little bit. Deep on this topic and next week in our coaching community. So for those of you in the coaching community, I am going live over there later today. I've got a webinar to host straight after this and then a call. And so I'll get there when I get there, but I want to explain to you guys what this is all about in more detail and also what's coming up in November as well. So you can just watch out for that replay in the coaching community later my day. So it could be your tomorrow morning, okay? And another reminder is the doors to the video challenge are opening tomorrow. So tomorrow I'll provide the link to that up above. It's the same group that we've always run. So if you know what that is and you're already in the group, then you're already ready to go. So that's pretty cool, but I'll talk more about that tomorrow here, guys. So if you want to join us for the next video challenge, it's completely free. You want to hone in your skills on live video. You want to actually achieve some of the things that I'm going to talk about today on this video, then that would be a really good start. And a very heartfelt thank you to all your beautiful comments, which I've still got to get back to from my video yesterday. Yesterday sort of caught me a little bit off guard. I got a bit upset on my video, but you're just such an amazing crew and you left some beautiful comments on my video yesterday. And I just sincerely want to thank you. Anybody that's new to our community here, we really do have the most amazing online crew here of home-based business owners, entrepreneurs, direct sellers, those in network marketing, somebody trying to build a business from home and leverage social media to do that. So we truly want to attract people to us. We don't want to be spammy. We don't want to chase people all the time. So that's really sort of what we talk about here and what we concentrate on. The first video of my 5 videos that I do for free here every week in, week out, unless I let you know otherwise, is regarding sort of personal growth, personal development. And that's what yesterday's video was about, if you missed that. So how are you guys? While I'm saying hello to a few of you in a second, I want to hear from you guys about what you think is sort of the cold, hard truth about being successful online. What do you guys think you really need to have to be successful online? And if you're not successful online yet, what do you think you're missing? I would love to know what your thoughts are around that. So maybe if you've been in this game for a while and you're still not having much success online, what is it that you think you are missing, that you're not further ahead than where you are now? So I'll share with you my thoughts in a moment after I say hello to a few people, but I'd love to hear from you guys what you think the cold, hard truth is about being successful online. What do you think people need to do, have, execute, those kind of things to be successful online? What are your thoughts around that? Share with me, please. Okay, so we've got Mel in the house, live member of our coaching community. How are you, Mel? We've got Cynthia as well, one of our VIPs. Hello, Christine. How are you? We've got Patricia here today as well. Good morning, Chantel. Well, I shouldn't say good morning. It's good evening for you. It's morning in my part of the world, so excuse me for that one. Hi, Hero. How are you? We got Beth here as well. Hello, Sharon. Hang on, I went too fast again. Hello, Olive. How you going? We've got Tina here as well. We've got Janine. Good to see you. That's exciting. Looking forward to whatever you are bringing to us. Thank you for your direction. This is one of those things that, as I mentioned before, sometimes we just need to strip back the curtain and get back to some foundational things that you guys might be missing. That if you don't have this stuff, nothing else is going to help you be successful online. You need this stuff first. Okay, so hold that thought, Beth. Hello, Janet. We got Bonnie here at work as well. It takes work, consistency. Very good, Bonnie. Quite correct. It does take work. Hello, Zemzem. How are you? Good to see you on. We've got Candy, missing connection. So do you mean connections with people? Is that what you mean? You need to be there, or there needs to be consistency. We are not consistent. So that's a really good evaluation of sort of where you're at. That's one of the things. You need consistency. That is true. There'll be lots of things, guys, but there's a particular things that I'll focus on. But consistency is definitely one of those things. Consistency and authenticity, absolutely. We need both those things. You can't be successful on social media unless you're consistent. Very true. It moves too fast, guys. So if you come in and out of your journey, if you post and then you don't post, if you go live and then you don't go live, people will start following somebody else. People will start getting intrigued and interested and learn from other people, because when you disappear, guess what happens to your audience? Your friends, your family, your audience, wherever you're building, they disappear too. So consistency is absolutely key. Authenticity is also key. There's a lot of key things. I will say that there's a multitude of things that's going to make people being successful online, but there's some real foundational, things that we need. Inspiration, consistency, determination, and most of all, a belief. Well, there's definitely that, Cynthia. If you don't believe you can do it, guess what? You won't. So absolutely need to work on yourself. I have a boot camp already in my coaching community about dealing with fears and belief and all that kind of stuff in this industry. And honestly, that was one of my most powerful boot camps. And everyone got so much out of that. That's in there for you to go and watch the recordings already. For those of you that are in my coaching community, you can join the coaching community for $1. Have a look around for a few days, work out whether you want to stay. The link is up above to next week's training. But that's belief is, something you absolutely need to have. Teresa, I am missing my own focus. They need to be committed to working. So we've got commitment, we've got focus, we've got authenticity. Hey, Cindy, how are you? We need to be liked. Someone need to be trusted and consistent and DMO daily. So these are all great things. You need to be liked. That is what we call attraction marketing, guys. You attract people to you because people like you. And there's ways that we achieve that, which is what I'm going to talk about shortly. Okay, but being liked is a very real thing. If people don't like you, they're not going to watch you. If people don't like you, they're not going to engage on your posts. So likability and, things like that. What else did you say there? Trusted, know, like, and trust. So that comes from likability. People like you and then they learn to know, like, and trust you if they don't know you very well initially. Consistent, DMO, very important. DMO. How many of you have got a DMO and you stick to it? Or how many of you have got a DMO and you got it, but you don't stick to it? Be honest here. Let me know. I know a lot of you might have a DMO, but you might be 50-50 with sticking to it. Some of you might be really, really good at it. But a DMO, and for anyone that's not aware, DMO means a daily method of operation, things that you do daily, sort of critical things, which helps you obviously get the consistency. I'm missing attracting the right people and having a tribe. Okay, so that's really important. We absolutely have to do that to be successful on social media. You need to attract people to you and attract the right people to you. So what you do, the foundational things you do, will either achieve that or not achieve that. And that's what we need to strip back the curtain a little bit and come back to. Consistency, honesty, and integrity, 100% of the way. Honesty, there's a lot of people that fluff, on social media. There's a lot of people that portray they have results when they don't. And just be clear on that one, guys. You don't need to be successful to have an impact on people. Do you agree? So if you've got, heart of gold, empathy, and you care about, a certain thing that you want to be known for, you can teach, you can inspire, you can educate people, and you don't actually have to have the results yourself first to inspire somebody else. Would you agree with that, guys? So you just need to get out of your head that I'm not successful yet myself. Who's going to listen to me? You can absolutely inspire people and grow an audience from who you are, how you portray yourself, and the information that you provide. Okay? Hey, Angie, people need to be consistent and do things online in their posts to make people know, like, and trust them. Good. Just be yourself and literally every day. There's some great points in there, Angie, so thanks for sharing. Hey, Gloria, how are you? Hello, Zemzem, how are you? Good to see you on. Me too, Olive. Confidence, posture, consistency. I like those ones. Beth, confidence is key. If you don't have confidence in you, if you don't have confidence in your business, who's going to be confident alongside with you? What you portray is what you attract. So it comes back to, the belief in you, but the belief in your business. The fears that you might have might be really getting in the way. The fears that you have about this industry, the fears that you have about what people will think about you, all those kind of things play a massive part in what you do and what you don't do. So all of that's important. Bonnie, better communication and my call to action needs to be more effective. That's a good point too, Bonnie. Some of you are in business and no one knows you're in business. You're not opening the door for a conversation. You're not letting people know what you've got to lead them to. Like, you don't have any calls to action, so nobody knows how to reach out to you. You could have the best content ever, but if you've got no calls to action, how are people going to sort of connect with you? So that's a good one as well. People need to be led. People need to be told what to do next. People need to be given an avenue to reach out to you with whatever it is that you have to offer. So calls to action are really important. But we've got to do all this the right way because we truly want to attract people to us. We don't want to be pushy with our business. I don't want that. I'm sure you guys don't want that. It just doesn't go down well. People don't like to be told. People like to come to their own conclusion that what you have, what you're doing, what you're sharing, what you've got to offer is something that they would like to explore. They need to come to their own conclusion. And that's what attraction marketing is you're attracting people to reach out to you instead of you reaching out to them. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with reaching out to other people as long as you're using the right words, the right language, and you come from a place of a care and concern for the other person, not a selfish capacity where it's all about you. I've got a business, you should look at it, it's awesome. Can I send you a video? No, thank you. You don't know anything about me. You haven't even said my name in your message. Like, all of that kind of stuff is what we want to stay away from. That's not attracting people to you. What can you advise me, Helen? On what in particular? Oh, hang on. There's another one up here. I do lots of go live and I get lots of leads, but they are not quality leads. So it really depends on how you're getting your leads. That might be a conversation from another day, but how you're attracting your leads will determine whether they're quality leads or not. But you don't want, I don't know whether you're doing Facebook advertising or not, but Facebook advertising can bring you lots of leads, but they may not be quality leads depending on what your funnel is. So difficult question to answer. But hopefully, and I'm not sure whether you're doing that by getting leads by organic or paid, because there's the two different ways. So it really depends on how you're running your business. Oh, that was an impact statement. You don't have to be successful without success. Love that. Sorry, I'm like, it's really, really important in this industry, guys. Because most people coming into this industry, they don't want to hassle their family and friends and have conversations and have parties and all that kind of stuff. So we rely on social media. But depending on, how you portray yourself on social media will make or break you. This is what we're talking about here, the foundations of who you are as a person. Because I tell you now, unless you've got some foundational things happening organically, if you ever or have ever moved into paid advertising, you won't be successful there either unless you've got the foundations of who you are as a person and what you're doing on social media. So I'll get to specifics in a minute. Just bear with me. Hey, Heather, how are you? Good to see you on. Maria, hello, Helen. That's cool. Love your videos. Thanks for sharing. Awesome to have you here. Facebook ad and is a paid ad. Okay, so thank you for clarifying. So that depends on a few things. So if you're specifically talking about Facebook advertising, that's probably in your targeting. So I would say reassess and evaluate who you are putting your ad in front of and what your message is. Copywriting skills in ads is absolutely critical. And you can start your copywriting skills on your personal Facebook page, depending on what it says, I will admit, but I will clarify that as we go along. But unless you know how to write a little bit, or you're really good at copywriting, you know how to draw somebody into your story, and your targeting in your Facebook ad is on point, it's the right size, it's the right countries, it's the right interests, it's the right employers, if that's relevant, then you'll get the wrong type of leads. So that's really a skill in Facebook advertising. I've got plenty of training on that in my coaching community if you need help with that. Hello, Nancy. Lovely to see you on. Hero, I need that. I want to build my foundation. Okay, so you've given me lots of great things there. So I just want to reiterate to you that the cold hard truth about being successful online, even if those of you that are doing Facebook advertising, is you need foundational skills. So what are they? How would you rate yourself with how you connect with people on social media? Connection. Key. Too many people rely on paying for a connection. So Facebook ads is one, which doesn't mean that, you're going to get the right sort of quality leads. That can be a downfall of that. But if you don't know how to connect to people on social media, you won't be able to do it very well with paid advertising either. There are foundational skills that you guys need to have and really concentrate on as a human being. Human connection with other humans. People look at social media as a way out of doing traditional marketing techniques that our industry has known forever and a day. Okay, but social media doesn't mean you can escape human connection. Okay, so that's one big thing. A foundational skills is connecting with other human beings. If you don't know how to connect with other human beings, if you don't know how to serve your audience, if you don't know how to portray your brand, if you don't know how to actually relate to people and what they're going through and what you can offer and it's a value that you can bring to the table, if you don't know how to compel somebody to your message, if you don't know how to draw somebody in, if you don't know how to attract people to you, then it's going to be very difficult for you to be successful on social media. So you can't have success in paid advertising unless you've got a really good organic strategy for you as a human being, human connection. Post with meaning, post with the walls down, post with authenticity, post with value, post with inspiration, consistency with all of that. How often do you post? If I scanned your personal profile right now, each and every one of you, what would it tell me about you as a human being? What would it share with me about who you are as a person? What are your interests? What do you like doing? What are your thoughts around things? What are your family? What are you doing? Have you not posted for weeks? Are you posting about one particular thing, which is your business? Okay, I'm switching off now. What would your personal profile right now share with me about you? Those of you that are concentrating on paid advertising, do not be disillusioned that people don't go and check who you are out, that makes sense, on your personal profile. People will go and find you and see who you are as a person, not a marketer. So unless you know how to build influence, how do you build influence, guys? Influence is people like you. They like what you have to say. They like what you have to share. You're consistently sharing cool, interesting information. It could be educational, inspirational, all valuable, all of that. But people connect with human beings still on social media. So how's your connection on your personal profile? Those of you with business pages, how is your connection on a business page? So you can have a likes campaign to build your audience with highly targeted people on a business page. You can run ads and get leads to those ads, but they come to your business page and look at you. How is your connection with your audience? How do they know you care? What are you sharing? Content creation is everything. And how do you transition a follower into a sale? How do you do that? Know, like, and trust, connection, valuable information, influence. Building your influence. There's critical foundational things that you should be concentrating on. Yes, organically. Yes, on your personal pages, because that's who you are. It's taken me a bit of a while to learn or really let it sink in that I am not a different person on my personal profile to my business page. I'm still Helen Martin. I started in social media going, that's my personal profile, that's my business page. I don't want any of that over there, and I don't want any of that over there. You're not two different people. People connect with you. It's human connection. So does your personal profile need a bit of an overhaul? Are you truly, are you sending positive messages out? Are you posting every day? Are you sharing stories about what's gone in your life? Do you have that consistency? Do you have a DMO? Are you using stories? If you're not using stories, guys, you are missing the boat. You should be in stories every single day, commenting on people's stuff. Because when you comment on theirs, guess what happens to you? They comment on yours. You can have so many inspirational curiosity type posts about your business, what you're doing in stories that you just wouldn't do on your newsfeed. But if you're not doing it, if you don't have the DMO, if you don't have the foundational skills of building your influence on social media, then it's going to be hard for you to build online. You've constantly got to be building your audience. You constantly need to be building your influence. When people see you as somebody that has a little bit of authority in a space, then they'll start listening. They'll start reaching out to you. But if I looked at your personal profile and you're in this industry and you're in a particular sector of this industry, could I tell that from your personal profile? Could I tell what your interests are? Can I tell that, you're socially active? All of those things. Do you think you need a little bit of work there? And those of you with a business page, what does it tell me about you? What kind of value are you bringing in that page? Is it boring? Are you building influence on that business page? So it will be relative to where you're building, but you are not two different people. And some of you may be missing this consistency. You may be really missing attracting people to you by what you post, the Facebook Lives that you do, your content creation, all of those kind of things. Do you need help in this area? Do you see yourself that you're slowly building influence or not? Do you need help with that? Those kind of things. This is just such a critical piece. You've always got to be growing your audience. Do you know how to do that? You've always got to be building your influence. And influence will only come from the consistency of you showing up, doing a daily method of operation, having a variety of content. So there might be lifestyle stuff, there might be funny stuff, there might be valuable stuff, there might be inspirational stuff, there might be question posts to get engagement. Like, how are you all going in that area? Have you got it all on point? Or do you think you might need to go back to the drawing board a little bit and, get the foundation of what you're doing a little bit, streamlined and effective? Let me know. Great advice, Helen. Shirley, good to see you. So no one needs any help in this area. I haven't got any comments unless there's just a delay there. If I shared what's the time? Oh no, I've got to go. I was just about to put somebody on the spot. I was going to say, somebody volunteer for me to check out their personal profile. I was going to share my screen, pull it up and critique it, but I got 5 minutes to get on a webinar. So I can't do that. But I would like to be able to do that in the training next week as well. So what I'm concentrating in the training, in the coaching community next week is let's get your solid foundation. Let's build your influence. Let's get back authenticity. Let's, turn your followers into sales. You know, how do you do that? Let's come up with a strategy for stories. You know, let's get some consistency. Let's get a good daily method of operation. Let's get you doing the foundational things before you try and get creative with Facebook ads, and before you try and get creative with this and that and whatever. If you're not doing the basics and connecting with human beings and having that foundational level, it's going to be really hard for you to be successful online. So that's what I think that a lot of you need. So, okay, some are coming. Teresa, I sure could use some help. Okay. I definitely see you. Hey, Virginia, how are you? I think it would be a good idea for our friends to review our pages and give us feedback, as long as you're looking with objective eyes, because some of you will look at each other's pages and go, that's great. And I'll look at it and go, not enough. So it depends who's reviewing it, Laurie. I agree with that. But you really need to have, you know, the right eyes looking at it. I need to get back on track. Guilty on lots of parts. Okay, thank you for your honesty. I can sure use your help, Helen. Thank you for your honesty. We all should be looking at ways for building our pages. I can't wait for this boot camp. Okay, so I can't tell you how important this stuff is, but most people overlook it. They're looking for ads to overcome their own securities. But you as a human being, you as a person, what are you portraying to the big wide world of social media? How often are you posting? Are you really posting genuine stuff? Are people getting to know you? Would I get to know you from your personal profile right now? Or is there a post here, post there, post, you know, in between? And it doesn't really share much about you, who you are, what business you're in, what your interests are, those kind of things. It's just so important. The people that are crushing it on social media have got all of this stuff down pat. So it's really important to come back to these basics and foundational skills, especially if you're doing Facebook advertising. If you can't get the foundations right, it's going to be difficult being, you know, successful with Facebook ads as well. Okay, so I'm going to leave that with you. If you want to join us next week in our coaching community, you can join our coaching community for $1 for a 3-day trial. Work out if you want to stick around. Please, guys, don't be afraid of joining a coaching community. You can cancel whenever you want. You're not locked into anything. It's amazing how many people just get scared of that. There's a cancel button for a reason. So you don't have to stay if you don't want to. But the boot camp next week is going to be really important for a lot of you, and I really look forward to delivering this information to you. Okay, so I'm going to go and get on a webinar. Thank you for listening, for those guys who are here with me live, because I am a little bit earlier than normal. And I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow, normal time that I go live. So I'll catch you then. Bye, guys.